Picture this. You're at the embarkation port, excited for sun-soaked decks and endless buffets, when a security scan reveals you've packed something that's a total no-go, derailing your adventure right there. We're exposing the biggest blunders first-time cruisers commit, with essential tips to dodge them and make your first cruise unforgettable for all the right reasons. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we make your travel dreams a reality without the drama. If you're a first-time cruiser, congrats! You're about to embark on one of the most fun vacations out there. But let's be real, cruises come with their own set of rules, and one of the biggest mistakes newbies make is packing items that are straight up banned on most ships. Why? Safety, security, and sometimes just to keep things running smoothly for everyone. This mistake alone can lead to embarrassment at security checkpoints, lost items you can't get back, and even fines in some cases. To help you avoid it, we're doing a countdown of the top 10 banned items on major cruise lines like Royal Caribbean, Carnival, Norwegian, and Disney. For each one, I'll explain what it is, why it's banned, and most importantly, how to avoid the headache. We'll go from number 10 to number 1. Building up to the most surprising ones. Grab a notebook because this could save your trip. Number 10. Helium-filled balloons. What are they? You know, those shiny, floating party balloons you might bring for a birthday celebration or just to add some fun to your cabin decor. They're lightweight, colorful, and seem harmless. Why are they banned? Cruise ships are all about safety at sea, and helium balloons pose a few risks. If they escape, they can become marine litter, harming ocean wildlife. Cruise lines are big on environmental responsibility these days. More critically, in an emergency, they could interfere with life-saving equipment like lifeboat deployments or even get tangled in the ship's machinery. Plus, helium is a gas that could be a fire hazard in confined spaces. Lines like Carnival and Royal Caribbean explicitly prohibit them to avoid these issues. How to avoid this mistake? Skip the balloons altogether and opt for non-inflatable decorations like paper streamers or battery-powered fairy lights. Check if lights are allowed first, as some strands are banned too. If it's a special occasion, contact the cruise line in advance. They often have onboard celebration packages with safe alternatives, like cake deliveries or room setups. Pro tip, pack reusable party hats or confetti poppers, non-explosive ones. This way you keep the festive vibe without the risk. And remember, always review your specific cruise line's prohibited items list on their website before packing. Policies can vary slightly. By doing this, you'll breeze through security and start your cruise on a high note, not a deflated one. Number 9. Laser pointers. What is it? A small handheld device that projects a bright laser beam, often used for presentations, stargazing, or even playing with pets. They're compact and inexpensive, so easy to toss in your bag. Why is it banned? Lasers can be incredibly dangerous on a ship. If pointed at the bridge or navigation areas, they could distract the crew and cause accidents. Think about how a pilot might be blinded during a flight. Same principle at sea. They're also a security concern, as they could be mistaken for targeting devices. Cruise lines like Norwegian and Royal Caribbean ban them to prevent misuse, especially with thousands of passengers on board. In ports, they might violate local laws too. How to avoid this mistake? Leave the laser at home and use alternatives for whatever you needed it for. If it's for stargazing, download a free app on your phone that uses augmented reality to identify constellations, no beam required. For presentations, if you're on a business cruise, rely on digital tools like slideshow apps. To make it fun, pack binoculars or a telescope app instead. Always double-check your packing list against the cruise's frequently asked questions page. A quick search for prohibited items, cruise line name, will save you time. This simple step ensures you're not that person holding up the line at embarkation, and you can enjoy the starry nights from the deck without any gadgets getting in the way. Number 8. Hoverboards and self-balancing scooters. What are they? Those trendy, battery-powered boards you ride by leaning, like Segways or electric skateboards. Great for zipping around on land, but not so much on water. Why are they banned? The lithium batteries in these devices are a major fire risk. They've been known to overheat and catch fire, which is a nightmare on a floating hotel. Cruise ships have strict fire safety protocols, and lines like Disney and Carnival prohibit them to avoid potential blazes in cabins or public areas. Plus, they're impractical on a moving ship. You could lose balance and injure yourself or others. Airlines often ban them too, so getting them to the port is tricky. How to avoid this mistake? Don't even think about packing one at all. Opt for walking or using the ship's shuttles or elevators. Cruises are about relaxation, so embrace the strolls along the promenade deck. If mobility is an issue, rent a scooter or wheelchair from the cruise line. They're equipped for that. Before your trip, join cruise forums like reddit.com/r/cruising to read real stories from others who've had items confiscated. It'll reinforce why it's not worth the risk. Pack comfortable shoes for exploring the ship, and you'll avoid not only bans but also sore feet from unnecessary gadgets. Number 7. Drones. What is it? Unmanned aerial vehicles, from small hobby ones to pro camera drones, used for capturing epic aerial footage. Why is it banned? Drones pose privacy risks. Flying over sunbathers or into cabins isn't cool, and safety hazards like interfering with the ship's navigation or colliding with structures. FAA regulations restrict them near vessels, and most ports ban launches. Cruise lines like Royal Caribbean and Norwegian confiscate them to comply with laws and prevent accidents. In 2026, with more tech scrutiny, bans are stricter. How to avoid this mistake? Leave the drone behind and use your smartphone or GoPro for photos. Many ships offer professional photography services or helicopter tours for aerial views. Research drone-friendly ports if you must, but store it off-ship. Check apps like Cruise Mapper for port rules. This keeps your vacation drama-free and focused on fun, not fines. Number 6. CBD products and marijuana. What are they? Oils, gummies, vapes, or any cannabis-derived items, even if legal in your home state. Why are they banned? Cruises operate under federal laws where marijuana is illegal regardless of state rules. CBD can contain THC traces, risking drug tests or legal issues. Lines like Carnival ban them to avoid complications with international waters and ports. Health risks in confined spaces are a factor too. How to avoid this mistake? Consult your doctor for alternatives like non-CBD pain relievers. Pack only prescribed meds with documentation. Read the cruise's drug policy thoroughly. Join online cruise groups for tips on managing without. You'll sail stress-free, enjoying mocktails instead of worries. Number 5. Candles and incense. What are they? Any open flame items for ambiance, like scented candles or incense sticks. Why are they banned? Fire is the biggest threat at sea. A single spark could spread fast. Ships have advanced detectors, but prevention is key. All major lines prohibit them for safety. How to avoid this mistake? Use battery-operated LED candles or essential oil diffusers, non-electric. Ships sell safe alternatives. Pack air fresheners instead. Review packing guides from sites like Cruise Critic. Your cabin will stay cozy without the risk. Number 4. Heat-producing appliances like coffee makers or hot plates. What are they? Small kitchen gadgets that generate heat, like portable coffee brewers or electric grills. Why are they banned? They overload electrical systems and pose fire risks. Cabins aren't designed for cooking. Lines like Disney ban them to maintain safety standards. How to avoid this mistake? Rely on the ship's 24/7 cafes and room service for coffee. Pack instant mixes if needed. Check for in-cabin perks like kettles on some lines. This keeps your trip convenient without contraband. Number 3. Weapons. Guns, large knives, or replicas. What are they? Firearms, sharp blades over a certain size, or even toy guns. Why are they banned? Security is paramount with thousands on board. They could be used harmfully or cause panic. All lines prohibit them, with authorities involved if found. How to avoid this mistake? Leave all at home. Small grooming scissors are usually okay. For diving, check out knives with the crew. Focus on relaxation, not defense. Security scans will catch them anyway. Number 2. Hard liquor and beer beyond allowances. What is it? Bottles of spirits or cases of beer. Most allow limited wine or champagne. Why is it banned? To control consumption and boost onboard bar revenue. Smuggling leads to fines, safety from overindulgence. How to avoid this mistake? Stick to allowances. For example, 1 wine bottle per adult. Buy duty-free on board. Pre-purchase drink packages. Hydrate with allowed non-alc drinks. And number 1, power strips and extension cords with surge protectors. What is it? Multi-outlet adapters or cords for charging multiple devices. Why are they banned? They can overload circuits,